In the last part of this section, we're going to work on writing inequalities for word problems. So we're going to follow the same rules as writing equations. We're going to look for keywords that indicate less or more. And we wrote some of those keywords right here, keywords and phrases on this part of your foldable. And we're going to look for words that help us decide whether or not to include an equal sign or not. So this very first one, a suitcase must weigh less than 40 pounds. Typically when you travel on a plane, they do limit your suitcase weight. So we're going to define a variable. We can pick any letter we choose. In this case, we're talking about suitcase weight, so I'm going to choose W as my variable, and I'm going to say W is equal to the weight of the suitcase. And then to write the inequality, the weight of the suitcase must be less than 40 pounds, so W, I'll put my less than symbol, 40 pounds. That one was actually pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. It's not equal to 40 pounds. It has to be less than 40. So W is less than 40. Number 2 says you must be older than 12 years old to play. So I'm going to pick a variable. I'm going to pick A to represent age you need to be to play. Remember that when we define our variables, anytime we can, we want to use more than one word. We want to use a phrase. So age you need to be to play. Our age must be older than 12. So it must be older than is very similar to greater than. A is greater than 12 is my inequality. The next one says at least $30 must be spent to get a discount on groceries. So I'm going to pick, we're talking about the total for our groceries. So I'm going to say T is equal to the total cost of groceries. And our total cost must be at least $30. So if you come back here and look back, at least was one of those greater than or equal to words. So our total has to be bigger than or equal to $30. That's what at least means, bigger than or equal to. And so we definitely want to include that equal to bar underneath the greater than symbol because it can equal $30 or be bigger. And then this last one, there can be at most 5 people in a car. Well, P is equal to people in the car. And at most, if we go back and look, at most was up here in the less than or equal to symbol. So P is less than or equal to 5. The number of people has to be smaller than or equal to 5 in order to follow the rules of that car. And so down here at the bottom, when we're writing inequalities, just remember that we're looking for keywords that indicate less and more, and we're looking for words that will help us decide whether or not to include the equal sign or not. So in the bottom 2, 3, and 4 examples, we did include the equal sign. In the top 2, we did not, based on the keywords.